Well, hello there, gentlemen. Thanks for stopping by. So I thought I'd take you through a nice collaboration here today between Timex watches and Redwing leather. So usually with brand collaborations, you can go either way. Sometimes they turn out fantastic and become real winners. But usually they end up turning into real duds. And also usually what you find too is when you have these collaborations between these here companies, you get usually they're higher end in offerings, the collaborations that occur, but and they end up coming out at a very high price point considering the amount of people and effort and time and the collaboration between the two companies and the reach out there in staff that's required. But this here from Timex and Redwing, these two over 100-year-old companies have really turned out, in my mind, a truly spoiler alert, a truly fantastic collaboration. And one of these here watches that has actually gotten more attention there when I'm in public. I've gotten more comments and compliments there and comments there in public when I wear this piece. So let's here take you through it. So I did put it back there in the box just to give you the overall experience from beginning to end there and the opening ceremony, I like to call it. So there's just a cardboard sleeve that goes over this, but this here being the main box here from Timex. And it's truly amazing, you know, how much a presentation the overall box can have, right? It really increases the overall quality of that opening ceremony, which in your psyche really does affect you in terms of the overall quality of the product. So we go ahead and open this here, the box here. Wear it well. So this here you go. You have the watch right there. Now, so this here is the chronograph. This is being the 42mm chronograph, to be more precise. There was also two other offerings there from Redwing and Timex on this collaboration, being a 38mm and a 40mm. So those are the two other options. I generally only been wearing chronographs generally because I just like the larger look there on the wrist. It's more of a masculine look. I find that the smaller watches look dainty on me in particular, or men in general. I think they're just more feminine. So I like that larger masculine look there on a watch. I want you to know that I know the time. So this here is also the Waterbury collection here from Timex. So the Waterbury collection actually is in reference to and homage to Timex's beginnings there in Waterbury, Connecticut. So, and actually Timex was once upon a time called the Waterbury Clock Company, all the way back it founded in 1854. So that's why they call this here the Waterbury collection. It's more their vintage or heritage line. And Redwing actually has their heritage line as well. All American made, more higher quality, higher end. So the higher end offerings here, they kind of paired them, the two higher end offerings, and voila, we have this here collaboration. So when you open the box, my first impression was, I feel as though, and I don't feel this way as often as I do with this here watch, is that you get a watch here that that for the cost you're getting quite a lot actually, and it feels as though it should be worth much more than what I actually paid for it. So I ended up paying a roughly $150 for this here watch, and in my mind, when you have it in hand, and the video and the pictures really give it no justice, when you have it there on your wrist, it's just an incredible piece there, considering the bargain that you're getting there. So if we take it out here, so as you can see, it's very nicely presented. Obviously I took all the tags off in here, so you'll have a little leather tag there from Redwing, which is very nice quality. I have my own experience there with Redwing. I've had many of their heritage line boots, and their leather is absolutely fantastic there. I'm wearing a pair of boots now that I've renovated 4 homes with in a row. So, and they're still going. They're still kicking. So their leather is fantastic. And if you respect the leather, take care of it, oil it, so forth, it'll take care of you. So obviously you get all your little tags in there and a little pamphlet in here as well. Take you through the watch. So that's the presentation. This here is actually a nice, thick, heavy case here, the box it comes with. And you'd be surprised how much these things here cost. So, and it's actually nice to see that there, because actually, believe it or not, in your mind, when you start opening these here boxes here and getting the product, this does play a key role in your overall psyche when you take it out. The overall quality enhances when you have a quality packaging that goes along with the product. So let's here take a look at the watch then. Let's see, take this off the back here. Put the pillow back in there. I like that. Wear it well. Oh, I wear it well. I wear it well indeed. So this here is obviously the band that you get there from Redwing there. So this here, actually one of my favorite colors there from Redwing, probably one of the most popular as well, the copper color that actually would match the belts that they sell and also the boots. So if you want to be all decked out there in the same color, there you go. Go ahead and deck yourself out in the same color, matching color. So one of the features down the band I really like is actually the engraving there. These are engraved or stamped into the leather itself. And I like that, considering when you go there to put the watch on, you know I'm a number 5. So I go right down there to the number 5 and I'm not finagling there or counting. So I like that feature there. That's very nice. And the overall quality and leather of the stitching, this is high quality, thick stitching here. This is, the leather is very soft and supple. Very nice out of the box. So on the back there, you can see here, stamp from Timex. This is the Waterbury collection since 1854, and you have a stamp there from Redwing there. So that's the band itself. You got Timex here stamped and engraved there on the band there. So the watch itself, as I said, this here is the Chronograph, and I find myself only wearing the Chronograph anymore, considering I like the larger overall look. And I do like the feature actually that it provides. This obviously is stainless steel, being the Waterbury collection, water resistant. So it's not waterproof entirely and not really considered a submersible, but it is water resistant. You do have your date in there, and you also have the Indiglo, Timex's famous Indiglo. I remember when I was a young junior there, we'd all, all of us kids there, we would play with our Indiglo Timex watches there in the dock. I don't think I can get it dark enough in here to play with the Indiglo. So let me see if I go ahead and you can barely faintly see it. I have some ambient light on in the back, but there you go, you can see slightly. But yeah, it's fantastic. It works very nicely there in the dock. I use that quite often. So that's a nice feature. So overall, I mean, this here is a solid build, and you can tell that by the overall weight and feel of it. Solid stainless steel construction on the casing here. So yeah, it's one of those watches where it feels as though this thing should be worth more than what you actually paid for it. And that's a very good thing. It doesn't happen very often, but with this here watch from Timex and Redwing, I have to give the props to them where credit is due, and they did a fantastic job on this here watch. And this here is one of those watches actually that I've actually, if I go through my mental memory bank, I've gotten more questions, compliments, and comments from people out in the general public about this watch. So people always stop. Oh, that's a fantastic watch. They like the band overall. They like the overall look of them. It's more of a rugged, masculine look, I would say. and people really are drawn into it, and that's what drew me into it. Why I have it. Why I ended up purchasing this here knife, watch here. So overall, very well done here, collaboration, and that I'll put that there on the wrist here. And I am indeed a number 5 here. So there you can see the watch there on the wrist. So very nice, larger profile there, the chronograph. So it works very nicely. So there you go, gentlemen. It's the Redwing Timex collaboration there. Oh, there's also one more thing. Before you go, please subscribe. It helps the channel grow. And if you don't mind, also smash that there like button. Smash it nice and hard, as it tells YouTube you like this here gentleman's work. So gentlemen, it's time to go. I'll catch you out there on the next video.